So guys, a whole lot of kidnappers have been arrested in the FCT recently. That tells you the level, at which things have deteriorated in the FCT as regards to security. This other day, Wike was saying that people are just hyping the whole thing, that it is not real. Why are people hyping it? But you can see that honestly, things are not really going well in the FCT. But I want to tell you that at this moment, we can say a very big kudos to the police force in the FCT. At least some of them are very genuine in, doing their work. They've ended up arresting some of them. Just take a look at their responses or their confessions.
To come to Abuja. I said, I thought he wanted to buy the keke for me. I enter motor. I can't drop for Zuba. He can't pick me. It was night. When he picked me, he took me to one of his friend's house. This is where I sleep. So after 2 days, he said we should enter road. Going road for what? He said it is kidnapping. He said I should not worry, it is kidnapping. I was short of word. He said since 2 years my keke get accident. I'm collecting from people. Maybe they will give me 1 hour riding before I go back. He said, do I like it like that? I said, no. He said, it's better I cooperate with him so that I can get my own. Once he buy any keke, I will put little interest on it for me. I said, okay. Guys, I follow them out. So I go in there, saw one motor, one jeep. They drive to the front. When they drive to the front, the one at the front carry gun, he shoot the tire. When he shoot the tire, so he dragged the man from inside the motor. There were 2 inside the motor. He dragged the man from inside the motor, put inside our own motor. We were 4 inside for the back. He carried the man, join us. Before we drive ahead, the one that is driving continue calling the man that they wanted to keep the person in his house. He was calling till the man living somewhere in Airport Road. Okay, the man is living somewhere in Airport Road. Before we give them the location, said we can't get the man. The man later enter by come with us. Before we go together to the house, so they kept them there. Others they drive back that night. They leave me and one boy there with the man that get the house. We were there. See, when this incident happened, the man that they kidnapped started shouting one morning. Started shouting. The other person they say me and him today, he run outside. I mean, when I came outside, I don't know where I can run to. Because they brought me there in the night. I don't know anywhere. I run back inside room before the vigilante and the community people come inside room and arrest me. But they handing over to police. That is how it happened. Mommy, the reason is that before I come there, it was the one that sent me transport. I don't have anything I can sit on. Let me find myself back.
Threat posed by armed bandits in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, reached its climaxes in January 2024 when criminal elements who had wronged the Buhari Area Council suburb and its adjoining satellite towns took their nefarious trade to a higher level by shooting sporadically and forcibly gaining access to estates and people's private homes to capture families in groups, demanding whooping amounts of millions in naira as ransom before they can set free their victims. 2 families, the Ariyo and Mansour Al-Qadriya families, are victims of these heartless demons. The 2 families suffered heavy casualties at the hands of the kidnappers. They both have lost a child to the dread devil kidnappers. The Ariyo family lost their 13-year-old daughter, a secondary school student. And the Al-Qadriya family also had Nabiha, their 23-year-old final year student, killed by the hoodlums. Nabiha was the senior to 6 girls kidnapped in a heart-rending circumstance. The slaughter of these 2 innocent girls, which drew public condemnation, irked the Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, who, because of the sensitivity of incidents, has been discreetly coordinating the arrest of the ugly situation that petrified the residents of Abuja. To end the dreadful upsurge of violent crimes in the city of Abuja and its environs, the much-awaited, purposeful, planned Special Intervention Squad (SIS) was launched on Thursday by the Inspector General of Police. The IGP's brief to the officers of the SIS is to aggressively confront the kidnappers
with a profound sense of duty as we confront the crisis of kidnappings and violent crimes presently afflicting our esteemed nation, particularly in and around the Federal Capital Territory. The alarming rise in these criminal activities without equivocation demands immediate and resolute actions from us all. It is thus with a determined spirit that I proudly announce the inauguration of the first phase of the Special Intervention Squad. Conceived as an elite unit of the Nigerian Police Force, the SIS is composed of specially trained, well-equipped and highly mobile police officers and possesses the capacity for rapid intervention and effective containment of significant security breaches, such as those currently threatening the suburb of the FCT and creating panic generally. This initiative is not just born out of necessity, but out of foresight, diligent planning, and commitment to enhancing the already robust security architecture of our nation's capital. The FCT remains a bastion of safety and an example of efficient urban security management. However, in our continual pursuit of excellence, we must proactively address even the slightest signs of potential threats. We are thus duty-bound to confront all security challenges head-on to protect the lives and welfare of our citizens. Envisioned to include 1,000 personnel in each state of the Federation, the SIS is launched today with officers and men from the tactical units of the force, supplemented by a formidable arsenal of operational assets, including sophisticated arms, drones, and vehicles. These assets, some of which are on display here this afternoon, are ready for deployment to counteract the security threats. This deployment symbolizes our unwavering commitment to the safety and security of our people, sending a clear message that criminal elements will find no sanctuary within the FCT and by extension Nigeria.
It demonstrates that the Nigerian police force should no longer be underestimated in terms of its fiery power. DCP Moses Jagaba, the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the Special Intervention Squad (SIS), showcased to the admiration of all the weighty armament the police recently acquired by the Olukayode Egbetokun administration.
It's using 7.62 by maximally 1.8 kilometers away with good aiming and adequate precision to pick the target easily 1.8 kilometers away. Next, we have the Sazimas rifle. This rifle is a variant of the popular AK-47. However, it comes with some add-ons. The add-ons here, it gives you an added advantage ahead of your enemy.
Shortly after the inauguration, the SIS operatives set out on a show of force, fully fortified in armored personnel carriers, adorning camouflage uniforms and bulletproof headgear with camera-fitted drones and helicopters. They headed to some villages in the Buhari Area Council to assure the people in that community of the readiness of the Nigerian police force to ward off kidnappers from their towns and rescue the victims taken hostage by kidnappers. Upon arrival at Buhari, the squad moves to the divisional headquarters to sign in before heading to the border to deploy operatives. After nearly 3 hours of journeying through the area, SIS operatives arrive at Kawu, a community under the Buhari Area Council where 23 persons were said to have been abducted just last week.
This is the cow. This is the center of the headquarter of the whole problem of kidnapping. This is where 23 people were taken. The chief has run away, but we are here to reassure them that the president and commander-in-chief have asked us to make sure they are secured, as well as the instruction of the Inspector General of Police. That is why we are here. While we are talking to them that they are secured, everybody should come back home. This is Kau. This is the headquarter of the whole problem. Want to check capacity and strength.
Working closely with community leaders, residents and stakeholders to strengthen the bond between the police force and the communities is critical. The overall objective is to ensure that every part of the FCT remains a haven for its inhabitants.
As crime fighters, the police and you, stay tuned.
The police onslaught and its resolve to hunt down the bandits terrorizing Abuja metropolis and its suburbs paid off last Thursday. A notorious kidnapping kingpin, Chinaza Philip Okoye Michael, was nabbed by the Kaduna Police Command along the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway as he and his gang attempted to ferry their victim, whom they abducted, in Area 3, Garki to Kano. Following a report on the abduction of the victim from his house in a Hilux van, grey color with registration number RBC 90DL, operatives in an intelligence drive trailed the vehicle to the roadblocks where they were caught. According to a police investigation, the victim was kidnapped at about 1700 hours on the 17th of January by the kidnappers when he was leaving his home.
And kidnapping.
So guys, you can see it for yourself that things are not really going well in terms of security in the FCT. And most times we can want to say, oh, it is politicians. You know, even one of the politicians, you know, that is loyal to Wike ended up saying it's Fubara that is funding, you know, the kidnapping happening in Abuja. These politicians, they are just playing with the lives of the people. But at this moment, we can just say a very big kudos to the police force, because honestly, if just for these few that they've arrested, at least some people will have some level of peace and sleep with their two eyes closed. And I just hope that they will go ahead to mop all other, you know, kidnappers who are hiding in any other places. And like what is also happening in the middle belt, as in Plateau State, I just hope that some drastic steps will be taken in arresting all that. Nigeria needs peace. We have suffered a lot. Let's just know that it's economic problems that we have. Having all this economic problem, unemployment, inflation, then you add it up with this insecurity. It is driving so many people into depression. I mean, many Nigerians are really suffering at the moment. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.